Hello Red Devils fans, let's go to the main news of Manchester United, but first subscribe to our channel and activate the bell so you don't miss any news. Now let's go. Manchester United tried and failed to sign Frenkie De Jong from Barcelona in last summer's transfer window. We use your sign up to provide content in ways you've consented to and to improve our understanding of you. This may include adverts from us and third parties based on our understanding. You can unsubscribe at any time. More info. Barcelona star Frenkie De Jong has been left angry when substituted by Xavi this season, according to reports. It's emerged on Friday that Manchester United haven't given up hope of landing the Netherlands international, despite missing out on him back in the summer transfer window. And this new development gives the Red Devils fresh optimism when it comes to completing a deal for the 25-year-old further down the line. Manchester United spent the bulk of the summer transfer window chasing De Jong, only to end up missing out on the Barcelona star. The Red Devils felt the Netherlands international was an attainable target, but the player, who was happy at the Nou Camp, opted to stay put instead. De Jong isn't always a regular in this Barcelona team, however, with the midfielder in and out of Xavi's starting 11. And while Sport have referenced an earlier article saying United were still eyeing the player, they've also added their own information. It's claimed there have been some substitutions in high-level matches that he has not liked at all. Man United transfers, 2 players stopped the club making more signings. Last year, De Jong was angry because Xavi regularly hooked him in the second half of games, and it seems like the trend has continued this term. Since the beginning of the season he's completed the full 90 minutes just twice, against Victoria Pilsen and Cadiz. De Jong has been hooked in fixtures against Real Sociedad and Manchester City, and he's been a substitute in games with Rayo Vallecano, Real Valladolid, Sevilla, Bayern Munich and Elche. With De Jong far from happy with his lack of action over at the Nou Camp, that gives United renewed hope when it comes to securing his signature in the future. Don't miss. Man United can complete rebuild in January with 3 signings. What Ten Hag has told his players about the Glazers. The Glazers have 5 reasons to sell Man United. But whether he'd move to Old Trafford, with the Red Devils still aside in transition, remains to be seen. De Jong isn't the only player United are planning on going after when the transfer window reopens next year. Jude Bellingham is also on their wish list, too, with the 19-year-old previously a target when Ole Gunnar Solskjaer ruled the roost. Solskjaer felt the teenager, who was at Birmingham 2 years ago, would be a good addition to his squad. Bellingham even visited the club's Carrington training complex, with Sir Alex Ferguson and Brian Robson there to greet the youngster and his family. Want the new Man United shirt? Click here to buy it. But the England international was convinced to join Borussia Dortmund instead, with the Bundesliga giants promising him regular action at the Westfalenstadion. Regarding De Jong, meanwhile, former United star Jaap Stam thinks it will have been disappointing for his old side to miss out on the Barcelona star. Speaking recently to the Manchester Evening News, he said, "It probably was a big disappointment because Frenkie is a world-class player. He, Ten Hag, needs to fill in that position with different players. Up until now, he's doing it well. Scott McTominay is growing, Christian Eriksen is doing really well and Bruno Fernandes is playing better. Casemiro has come in, so he can make that choice. That's really important for the coach. If you want to play a certain way, you have to have players in there who can adapt to the system. It was a disappointment, but they need to move on. You need to work, you can't dwell on what happened. It depends on the players." January move for De Jong, he's got there now and how they are performing. They are learning and making progress with how he wants them to play. I think this player, Frenkie, with the ability that he has, is always interesting.